All right, we got the Arrma Mojave 4S. Trying something different today. I picked this truck up used. I normally buy all my cars new. I like to see how they handle stock out of the box. But this was too good of a deal to pass up. Guy said he only used it a handful of times. Decided it wasn't really for him. He's more of a hardcore basher. The body's still in great condition. Very light scratches, if any. So the guy I bought it off of did make a few modifications to it. He changed out the springs front and rear for some heavier duty springs. He said the stock ones were extremely soft. But I like to see how things handle, how they come out of the box, so I ordered up a set of the factory springs and put them back on there. After changing back to the stock springs, I kind of see a little bit of what he's talking about. Almost seems like the rear end is bottomed out, just sitting on its own weight. But I'll take it out and drive it around a little bit first before I decide if I want to make any changes. It does seem to land pretty nice. No rebound. He had also switched over to a single connector XT90, but all my 4S batteries use an old EC5 plug, so I switched that back. Has a 120 amp Spectrum ESC, 3668 2400 kV motor, 18 kilogram steering servo. All right, take it out for its first rip, see how she handles. A lot of loose rocks. A lot of body roll. No, you're not really meant for pavement, these trucks, but let's take it out on a road and see what it does for a top speed. Am I out of range? It lost signal at the end there. Let's see what we got on 4S. 52 miles an hour. Pretty good. All right, let's do an off-road speed test. See what it'll do in this field. I'm having range issues. All right, I think I need to throw some new batteries in my transmitter. Seeming to have issues with range. I don't think I should be having anything like that. But the first little run off-road, 42 miles an hour. Pretty good. Try jumping this little berm here, see how she flies. Give it a little more speed, see if we have issues with the body parachuting. Actually, not that bad. A little bit there. Something ain't right. right, lost front drive, broke a front axle here. Wasn't bashing that hard landing on the grass. They were some bad landings though. So I was going to try a different location, but it looks like I'm going to have to put that on hold, fix the front end, and then we'll take it out again. Well, I figured out my range issue. My antenna wire got pinched in my receiver box and got chopped off really short. I'll have to swap that out, probably keep this receiver for like a crawler or something that doesn't need a lot of range. Alright, we got the Arrma Mojave 4S back out again today. Got it all fixed up, fixed my front axles that I broke. I actually broke both of them. Hopefully that's not a weak point on these. It was $40 for a set of 2 from Arrma. I actually got them from Jenny's RC. They had a set of 4 for 45 bucks. So a little bit more money, but I have a few spares now. We're gonna try our on-road and off-road speed tests again now that we should have full range. I was actually pretty impressed at how far the range was with only an antenna wire that was like an inch long. All right, we'll mess around here for a little bit, do some speed tests, and then we'll head up to a different location. All right, go for our speed test. Hopefully we get a little bit more out of it now that we have full range. It was cutting out right about here before. Well, let's go. Some kids having fun on their e-bikes and dirt bikes. All right, let's see what our top speed was. 53 miles an hour. I think we got one more out of it. All right, we'll go for our off-road speed test. This is really where I was wanting the extra range. Got a lot of rain last night, so the field's a little damp, but we'll see how she does. See some of the standing water. Let's see what we got. 40 miles an hour off-road. Very impressive for a wet field. Picked up a lot of mud there. Gonna have to clean the truck pretty good now. All right, got the Mojave 4S out at the dirt BMX track. This isn't really a hardcore basher, so I'm not probably gonna send it too hard, but play around in the dirt over some of the whoops. All right, let's see how she does. All right, first time here this year. Looks like the rain's washed away more of the topsoil. A lot of big rocks exposed now. Probably not good for smaller trucks anymore. Even this is pretty low to the ground. I hear it hitting some of the big rocks just driving around a little bit. But still gonna have some fun. Man, these rocks are causing a lot of issues. Really big one right there. I'm gonna have to bring a rake or something out here one of these days. Try and get some of these big rocks off the track surface. Flies nice and straight. Going pretty easy on it, maybe only quarter throttle off this ramp. She's doing good. That was bad. I tapped the brakes when I shouldn't have, and I wasn't able to recover it. Alright, so blast out here with the Arrma Mojave 4S. This is the type of surface it's supposed to be driven on. Wish the rocks were a little bit smaller, it'd be perfect, but handled well, got some good air. Alright, thanks for watching.